Joel, what do you do? What do you do?
Oh, sorry, modelling.
For what?
Kmart or Big W? Juliet, the type that you would desired?
What'd you ask for?
I said exotic eyes. I said olive skin or darker. And I don't see no plastic in that face.
Hi everyone, I'm so sorry I'm on holiday. I'm trying to review the shows, but at times I'm just exhausted after a busy day, so I just get in and I just want to rest. Anyway, this episode, I really am surprised. I don't know whether surprised is the right word, because I don't think these people should be getting married, really, until they do the work. And it seems as though the experts and the producers have gone to get the most eccentric people they can think of, because they have two Trumpies who can't sort of agree what woke means. They're both saying they hate woke people, and yet they have these values or these beliefs that are similar to woke people. Make it make sense. And then that man and his mom, oh my god, I really feel sorry for Juliet. At times it's better to be single than to be stuck with someone like that, because at the end of the day her husband doesn't make sense to me. Joel, I think, is there to further his career as a model. I don't think he's there for marriage. But anyway, hey there, thanks for stopping by to go, Valerie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight Australia, Season 13, Episode 14. Okay, so we start off the episode with the experts. Obviously, they've decided to bring in, apparently 3 more couples are coming in, because they've had to sort of, 2 couples have opted to sort of drop out. Well, they've opted to leave. And I think there is a couple of that was sort of taken out of the show at the beginning. I think I came across a video of them online, but I didn't really look into that. So anyway, we get to meet the groom, Tyson. He's giving small D energy. I'm going to say that because his beliefs sort of don't make sense for someone his age. Apparently he's 30 years old. He's a property investor, he's a former army man, and he wants his sons to join the army, but not his daughter. He says he doesn't like woke people or overweight women. He doesn't like women with green hair because to him that's woke. He doesn't like feminists. He loves Trump. It's like, okay, side-eye. And his deal breakers are someone with children, because he doesn't want to have to look after somebody else's children, or party girls, or atheists. And it's like, buddy, or people with a high body count, buddy, take several seats. We're not here for this nonsense, really. Anyway, you also spoke about daddy issues, and it's like, well, having a daddy like you would give me issues. Let's be for real. Having a daddy like you would give me issues. So I'm not surprised people have issues. And so he says he was married for 5 to 6 years. It seems they were married in America and then they moved to Australia, and then things fell apart. He said, I won't mention some of the things, but there were plates in the sink and whatever. And it's like, this woman was depressed. Having to put up with you and your values and your beliefs, I would be depressed. I wouldn't even be able to get out of bed. So let alone wash the dishes. I don't know what he thinks he's all about. He says he wants an ambitious woman. He wants a go-getter. He wants someone who wants to succeed and someone with feminine traits. And it's like, okay, let's see what they've matched you with. They matched him with Stephanie. She's 32. She's a real estate agent. She says she hates woke culture and she loves Trump, so they align on that. She's been single since she was 21 years old. Side-eye, it could be. There are many reasons why someone would choose to be single. Anyway, I can't judge her for that. She says she has had no serious adult relationships, but she's outgoing, she's funny, she's sensitive. And so her walls have been up for a while. She says since her parents divorced, apparently they divorced when she was 15 to 16 years old. And so she wants someone who will take charge and has masculine traits. Do I think that makes them a good couple? No. It doesn't make sense. Loving Trump and being woke doesn't equate to a happy marriage. So I'm side-eyeing experts because I really don't know why they felt that was a good idea to match those people. Next up, we have Juliet. Juliet is 27. Juliet is a receptionist. She says she has no regrets in life and she's a yes woman. So anything you ask her, she's yes. She loves to travel, have fun, live life, and she wants someone to celebrate her, someone who's a genius, so high IQ, someone who's a goofball, and someone who's close. She's close with her sister, and she says, they do everything with her sister, and it's like, oh, lucky for you. And she wants someone with a zest for life. seeing her and her goofiness, I understand where the experts were coming from, but sadly they turned way too left, and they ended up in the field somewhere because they matched her with Joel. He's 31. He's a model. He said he laughs at everything. He says he was a fat Uber driver before he worked on himself for 5 years on his self-development boot camp. And so he lost loads of weight. And so he wants someone who's boisterous, someone who's loud, someone who's kind-hearted, someone who's empathetic and full of love. And it's like, okay, that sounds like a good list. I get it and I understand it. You then have tension with the couples that are already in the experiment because Gia and Beck are at loggerheads in the sense that Beck is saying Gia lied to me because she wanted to break down my marriage. And Gia is saying, I didn't say anything. Brooke is actually the one who made the allegation. So I don't understand why Beck is blaming me for, whatever issues she has in a marriage. And it's like, I don't get it, really. I really don't get it. I don't think it's that deep, so I don't understand why they're clashing over that. If Beck has decided to believe her husband, then Gia needs to mind her own business. Gia is not that good looking that, anyway, I love the fact that, it was later addressed by Joel about Gia and her looks. So we get to the first wedding, which is Juliet and Joel. Juliet, she was excited. Her sister was one of her her bridesmaids, sorry. And Joel, his groomsman was his mum. And it's like, that's already a problem. This is taking mama's boy to the extreme. Extreme. She gave him a massage. She gave him, some snacks to eat before he walked down the aisle. The other couples, I think this was controversial. Production was just being messy. Because they had Gia and her husband Scott, and then they had Danny and Beck there, and they had Stella and Philip. And it's just a toxic mess because you already know that those people don't get along at all. Stella and Gia can't stand each other. Beck and Gia can't stand each other. So the group shouldn't have gone. But then at the same time, maybe everybody else sort of didn't want to go with Gia. And so these were the people that she was saddled with. You had, them arrive at the wedding. You had Gia be very vocal and tell everybody there that, they were also a part of the experiment. Okay, fine. If that works for you, amazing. You then had the groom walk down the aisle. Joel, he came down the aisle and already started being quirky and whatever. I didn't like the fact that at that moment, Gia and her husband, Scott, felt it was a good idea to start picking on this man on his wedding day. Even Beck was wound up because she was saying, why are they making it about them? Because Mel was also there. Mel and Luke were there as well. And so you had Mel sort of try and sort of ask a sarcastic question. And it's like, Mel, you recently had a personality transplant. Don't get your personality transplant confused and start bringing in a mean girl spirit. Gia then picked up on it and started saying he's annoying me and started picking him apart. And it's like, seriously, this is not your business. This is not your day. You don't need to make it your moment. Even Beck was surprised by it, and you could tell on his part Joel was taken aback because he wasn't expecting this. Yes, he was being over eccentric, but still there was no need for Gia and Scott to sort of intervene or say anything. You had Juliet walk down the aisle. She likes the groom she saw until he opened his mouth and started speaking, and then his vows just didn't make sense. They didn't make sense. It went well left, and it's like, why would you feel the need to make these inappropriate jokes? Yes, you can be quirky like what's his name, Stephen, but you don't need to sort of go this far that you sort of degrade and devalue and sort of embarrass your partner on your wedding day. So I didn't like that because that gave ammunition to the likes of Gia, who are already looking for something to say. You had them say their vows. Obviously, on our part, Juliet was now having second thoughts. They got to their reception. The reception looked amazing. Everybody was having a great time. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, you had Gia and Scott start picking this man apart. Gia has issues. She really does. They need to give her counseling because whoever bullied her in school has created such a monster that everybody she sees that she thinks is better than her, she will try her best to tear them down. They were hypercritical about the fact that Joel said he's a model. And it's like, whether he's a model or not doesn't make sense. Oh, are you a model for White Fit or TJ Maxx? And it's like, that's not your business. That really is not your business. Please take several seats. We're not here for it. And the disrespect is appalling. Why would you feel the need to say that about someone on their wedding day? I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. And matters weren't helped by the fact that You then had Joel stand up and give his speech, which just went way left and was so embarrassing and so confusing, only for his mom to say, oh, he didn't want to be fed. He only fed on demand, otherwise he wouldn't eat. Now he comes, he lays, and he gets me to rub his back. And it's like, seriously, what about that speech told you that it makes sense to be said here? What about it made you believe that people would want to hear that? That is humiliating. The only thing I could think of is Joel came on the show not to get married, but for clout. And so wants the most eccentric story or wants the most airtime. That way he can go and now sell it and say, I'm actually a very popular person. I've been on this show and whatever. Because otherwise his vows, his speech, his vows, his mother's speech don't make sense. Because they were humiliating for his wife. Sadly, I actually felt sorry for her. And I don't know how she can overcome this, because this is now ammunition for Gia and Scott to drag this man whenever they want. We then had the second wedding. I really don't know where to start, because this wedding was so embarrassing. I don't even know where to start. I really don't know where to start, because I'm actually in shock. So you had Tyson. Tyson walked down the aisle. And when the other sort of participants in the experiment came down, you had, on her part, because they were sitting on the side of the groom, you had Alicia actually say, I seem like a rose among thorns. How come there are no females on this side of the aisle? It seems it's only guys. And that was a question. Because there were no girls there. It makes you think, did he just go to his old army haunts and just say, can anyone turn up for me? Because it didn't make sense why there was no girls there. There was just guys. Anyway, he walked down the aisle. He then saw the mothers of the bride and everybody and greeted them. You had on her part, Stephanie walked down the aisle. And as soon as he saw Stephanie, he started complaining bitterly. Oh, she looks woke. She looks woke. I can tell someone is woke by the way they are. And it's like, you said you didn't want someone with green hair. You were given someone with blonde hair. So what is the problem? He then asked her age. She said she was 32. He is 30. He wasn't a happy bunny because he wanted someone who was in their 20s. And it's like, this is not the supermarket. You barely get people in their 20s who are Trumpies. You barely get people in their 20s who say they hate woke culture. So this is what they could get you. And you have to deal with it. His face dropped, and even his guests, their faces dropped. And it's like, buddy, you said you wanted to get married. You've been offered a bride. Deal with it. If you can't deal with it, go home. I think his wedding is where I think they should have sent Gia and company, because he would have been able to handle himself when it came to sort of the taunting from the likes of Gia. But sadly, Joel wasn't able to deal with it. Yeah, they did speak about, children and stuff, and he said he wanted 5 children, and he felt like his wife's career could be on hold while he sorted out, while she looked after the children, and he went and he was the provider. I think he was looking for things that are stereotypical, things that will sort of provoke a reaction from people. I would hate to think that this guy truly feels that this is the right thing for him to say, that he wants a wife who's submissive, who stays at home, who's in her 20s, and who loves Trump but hates woke culture. Make that make sense. I can't wait to see what happens, because I know when they get to the dinner party, it's going to be mayhem. Because already Beck has said she wants to confront Gia, but she doesn't want to do it at the wedding. So I can't wait for that hot mess. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click on the link in my video to watch my review from episode 13. Bye guys.